Good evening, everyone. All 9 viewers of you. So quiet today, but that's okay. It'll be less embarrassing when I mess up. How's everyone doing? Microphone okay? Testing? Yes, it's fine. It's Monday. Yeah, nice and easy. Today, I intend to install Klipper. I don't have any experience with Klipper, aside from the fact that I did Shana Dunny. I had a decent weekend. So, some interesting facts about what happened this weekend. I went to start the Voron. I just went to make sure that it lights up and everything everything works well. And as soon as I switched it on, the power supply started chirping, and I thought to myself, it's dead DOA. You know, it's dead on arrival. It's not going to work. Nothing's switching on. And after a bit of playing around, I realized that I had, during the live build, I inverted the input wires of the DC to DC converter. So switched them around, tested it with my multimeter. I tested it with a multimeter which was showing 50 volts, should be 24 volts. Switched to another multimeter and it was showing 24 volts. So everything was fine. And then what I did was I switched it on. And it switched on. Hey photos! So yeah, so it switched on. Next thing I did was I read quite a lot. I read about Klipper, how to install it, how it works. I also spoke to Nero 3DP, who helped me a lot in understanding a lot of things, because I needed to do a bit of a dry run to see if I can get this right. So, and I did. So today we're gonna go through all that process again, so I can have it recorded and then upload it onto YouTube, and you guys can see the whole process, which is straightforward but also not. So yeah, hey Sith Lord. So I have a new camera today. See, new screen. We have, this is the printer is awesome. Here, there's another view of it. As you can see, I did the enclosure, and it has the door on the front. You'll see everything as soon as I turn it around. So yeah, these are this is documentation of the Voron, how to install absolutely everything. Now Voron can be run on 3 different software platforms, which run on the Raspberry Pi. Dingleberry. So you have Mainsail and Fluid, which are specifically made for Klipper. And then you also have Octoprint. The difference is Octoprint runs plugins. Now, seeing as this is going to be my first installation, my first printer running Klipper, I've decided to go with a simpler version. We're going to go ahead and install Fluid. You can go here, which tells you to download the latest release of Fluid, which I already have here. It also tells you to unzip the file, which I did, and use Bell and Asher to write the image on disk. So I have my pre-formatted SD cards here. I have one for the Raspberry Pi, which I'm going to insert there, and then we're going to run Balena Etcher. I should already have it installed. There you go. There. So flash from file, which is that one. Select target, which is G. Okay. And I'm going to flash. Oops. Yes. There you go. Time to lurk. There are quite a few steps you have to do, but it's okay. For now, I'm going to run it on a wired Ethernet network. just because I don't think with the door closed I have a strong enough signal to the Wi-Fi. Hey Chris. Hey Jason. Welcome to my installation. Okay, so while that's validating, thanks for the cheers, Paul. And power on the Pi. Now, in the meantime, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finishing. I'm just gonna okay, cancel, close that. Flash is complete. I'm just logging into my my main router. So what we can do now is remove the SD card, switch this thing off, and figure out where the... It's a lot of fun trying to insert the SD card, but it should be here somewhere. There. Okay, SD card inserted. I have a green light. It's loading. Now, once that's loading, next thing to do is figure out the IP address. So I have the settings page for my main router. I'll go to client list. Hold on, just want to make sure that there's no sensitive information. Yeah, there are MAC addresses there. That's unknown. Possibilities, let me refresh. Fluid DPI, it actually does give you, there you go. So it's 192.168.0.34. There we go. Perfect. Hold on, there. So we have the Fluid installed on the Raspberry Pi. Next, we need to install firmware. I have the SKR Mini E3 version 2. I'm going to use BATI. That's the IP address. Accept. Default is always Pi. Password is Raspberry, as always. Okay, let us begin. For my entry, that's fine. I fully endorse it. So let's start. Sudo apt install make. What I'm doing is I'm following the instructions here, basically. That's done. So cd Klipper. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, Jason. Thank you so much. Okay, now make menu config. Now we need to set a few parameters here, which should basically look exactly the same as that. So we're going to enable that first. No, microcontroller has to be SD microelectronics. Processor is F103, yes. Bootloader has to be 28 KB. Clock reference is 8 MHz. Common interface is USB. And this, it has to be PA14. Okay. So do quit, save configuration. Now run the following: make clean, Makersonic, yes it is. Now what's going to happen is it's compiling the Klipper firmware based on the settings I just entered. And it's going to compile that firmware on a folder on the Raspberry Pi. So the next step would be to remove that folder from the Raspberry Pi and put it on another card, which will go into the SKR. Okay. That's done, so we can exit there. Next we need this one, WinSBC. So let me just run it from here. A CP, okay? So the host name is 192.168.0.34. Login. Add. Okay, these are the files on the Raspberry Pi. And it should be home, Pi, Klipper, out. And the file is clipper.bin. There you go. It's this one. So we're going to copy that. I'm going to throw it in here. Then I have to rename this to firmware.bin. Let me just confirm that I'm not missing anything. Okay, convert desktop onto OK. Now I need to throw this onto this. There. And technically, Klipper should be let me just confirm. Yep, it's there. Okay, so now what we need to do is switch this off, insert the SD card in here, switch it back on, and hope for the best. There's still quite a few steps to do, but those are basically the main things. Hey, I know. Okay, let's see if this is running now again. Thanks for the 5 bits, Rain. Okay, so back here. This has restarted and it's telling me unable to open file Klipper printer config, which means we need to upload the configuration of the printer. So we're going to add here, I'm going to upload desktop and Voron firmware printer config. I'm going to open that, go back home, let's restart Klipper. Now we have to set the serial port for the USB. This is fun stuff, no? This is like really fun stuff. Okay, now I had to ask Nero 3DP for this because I had no idea how to do this, so which is why he sent me these installation files. So I need to compile the microcontroller code. Okay, we're gonna run putty again. Now we're gonna do ls dev serial by ID and star, and it gave us the serial right here. Now if I believe that's enough to copy, let me confirm. So we're going to go to configuration, and you can actually edit. This is very riprap style. So remove that, and it should be there. Okay, so save and restart. Okay, so now we have these to figure out. Basically, these are commands that you need to enable in your printer config. So what I did, I believe, was, yeah, they're basically all here. Like, these are the resume macros and everything. All you have to do is just insert them in here. There are a couple more steps, something else, which I'll talk about. Okay, so edit, we'll take all of these. We're gonna copy these. We're gonna open printer config. We're gonna throw them in there. Now, something very important that happened to me, and that is I did all this during the weekend because I wanted to test it, and everything was kind of working fine, but the z-axis was kind of stalling. It felt like it didn't have enough power. So if you go through the printer config, you'll go through the stepper motors here, and the Z stepper, which is the one that was kind of fading in power, has this line over here for V0.1 spec NEMA 17 LDO. So if you're using LDO motors, you need to uncomment these and need to comment these two. And this also goes for, there you go. So you need to hashtag for LDO. Let me just confirm. Hashtag for LDO. Okay. I believe it's this one. Let me just confirm. Yep, that should be it. So it's comment, so uncomment for, or uncommon for LDO. So let's uncommon, oops, go away. In there. And remove those. Okay, save and restart. Now, there should be no more, there you go. We have no more errors over there. So, side. Turn this dingleberry around. There. Better. See? Now I have a door. See? Nice and pretty. We can remove this for now. It's a very tight fit. For the cover. And technically, X, Y, and Z. Let me show you. Wait. And yes, it is that quiet. All right. Next stage is to install the nozzle, because that's not installed yet because it needs to be hot tightened. So we will prepare the nozzle. We'll remove the build plate a little bit. Hey, poke on! So cute. We'll bring that right to the front. And there. And we will set the extruder. Wait, hold on, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's set the extruder to 220. TMC 5260. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. If Jason is here, he probably can confirm. Actually, if someone. Streaming on the telly, oh my god. I'm not so sure. I can probably check. SKR Mini version 2. Let me tell you. Your team with for onboard TMC 2209, it says here. There you go. I can smell it. Okay, wow, temperature reached. So, I'm gonna do it here. Okay, now we'll just hold on to that. And we'll hot tighten this. Okay, now this is the fun part. So when I assembled it, I thought to myself, like, if it's fully enclosed, how the hell does the filament go through? But it's such, oops, I dropped something. It's such an ingenious design. I absolutely love it. Just get that ready. So this goes in here, which would be on the inside, goes through there. Now, this is the part which I'm kind of scared of because the extruder is always the sensitive part, so I want to make sure. Let me see if I can load filament. You need a Z cache. I do have a Z cache, but it's very easy. Let me see if there's like an extruder control. Oh, there you go, extrude. Hold on. Let me do this. I think it would be easier for me to just... Hold on, I need flush cutters. Where did I put my flush cutters? Let me just get this. There you go. Okay, so the extrude is working inverted. Extrude is actually retracting, and if I retract, it should... Yep. Let me just confirm. I just want to, because there is a line in the config file just making sure it's still retracting or extruding. Yes, it is. It's still pulling a bit more. There you go. We have extrusion. Okay, now what I need to fix is, so, printer configuration, printer edit. So somewhere I saw that if the extruder is inverted, there you go, add that if moving in the opposite direction. So I'm guessing that's what they mean. Let me check. Let me confirm. Yep, it's working. This I need to. No, not retract, extrude. Okay. Now, we need to level the printer. I've actually been really excited to print with this machine. Been looking forward to it. I wonder how. Hold on. If I can do that. No, I can't. Oh, by the way. Ooh, let me show you. See? We finally have a kit. we finally have a hex kit. Let me just 50. There you go. Now I just want to I believe it's this one. Let's use this one. Let me just use my new tool. This thing is so awesome. I love this flexible pipe. Let's try it again. I forgot I need to put the sock on the... Probably go further up just a little bit. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me switch that off. Well, like, this is so awesome. I really love this tool. This is what I'll need to check. I don't know if it's because of the print, but the latch keeps coming off. It keeps popping off. And I don't know if it's because there's too much pressure or it needs a bit more pressure. I'll need to set that up. Okay, let's try again. Homing. That's more like it. Okay, so everyone says that the first things you should do is print a Voron cube. So I sliced the Voron cube on the Prusa slicer because there's a profile included. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There. Let's throw it there. Let's see now, how do I jobs? So let's upload. Okay. Definitely. It's okay, so even the microphone is on the same table. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. So at least it's slightly better. Hey Shane. So let's see. I don't know, but let's see. Let's see what happens. I really like the interface though. Like, it's very clean. I like it. So this we can, let's prepare this. And I think a bit more light is warranted. Let me do this over here. There we go. Yeah. Much better. I'll see how this goes. How are you doing, Shane? I love that I have a halo. Okay, let me see, because I need to adjust. Okay, so the bed is done. Now it's heating up the hot end. Unfortunately, I cannot, can I? Like, that's probably, yeah, that's still fine. Can still see perfectly fine. Yay. Thanks for the 500 cheers, Waracat. Let's see. Fingers crossed, okay? Everyone, please, fingers crossed. Okay, 200 degrees. Let's see. I'm always a bit iffy. Oh, when I said thanks for the 500 cheer. You didn't have to, but thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 500 bits, buddy. Whoa. Okay, we need to. Okay, like. This is pulling, so I probably needed to extract. There you go. Come on, you can do it. So I'll definitely need a purge command. I don't think it's. Hold on. Let's do cancel print. Go back to your place. Come on. Go home. Okay, so first things first. Thank you very much, Pokemon. So let's clean that. I need to remove that gunk. So first things first. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Vincent. Let me just throw in, hold on, because I need to see. I just want to throw in this. There. So that's covered completely, and that's fine. Next, this. Let's try the PI sheets. Let's extrude a little bit. Okay. Now, Vincent, just literally just trying it out now. And hopefully everything will work. Let me just see if I missed anything, just in case. I think I'm using Fluid and Klipper. So there is something here that I missed, which is this. 1.8 degree motor LDO. This is for mini afterburner. I'm trying to understand, does this mean, is anyone here proficient in Klipper? I have a question I need to ask. Somewhat, yes. Okay, so these two lines over here. Does it mean that I should comment out this line if it's a motor, if it's an LDO motor, and uncomment this line? Reading comments. Because I think that's the issue. There's like not enough extrusion. So I'm guessing yeah, but what I mean is, like, do I comment this out and uncomment this because I have an LDO motor? I mean, if it gives you an option, it should matter, no? Because even these two, for LDO. Exactly, but I have an LDO motor, so I need to know which one I need to comment out. And I don't know if this means like this is for LDO and this is for the other one, or comment out. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. It's not, no one's understanding what I'm saying, I think. So here, like this says for LDO motor, which is this one, and this for OMC motor. Does that mean so this needs to be uncommented for LDO, or yes, no? Because there is a hash here to comment. Okay, I think we're not understanding each other. Because if it doesn't matter, then I can just undo them all. No, it's not about the brand, but just exactly. But one is different than the other, so I need to know. Anyway, now we'll see. We'll see. I just restarted it anyway. Let's do that. Full step should be 200. Okay, perfect. Let me just confirm that that's what I did. Okay, perfect, 200. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. So let's see. 1.200 full steps. Okay, good to know. So let's try this again. Jobs, print. I need to adjust the start code to have it purge a little bit. Hey, Oris. That's the problem with just, you know, chat and text. It's just there's no way to communicate properly. Let's see. When you are pulling filament, I can feel it. There you go. Oops. That's printing something. Okay. We're printing. This I need to, wait, hold on. Oh, I definitely need to adjust. With these streams, is that I know I also need a Voron. Calibrated yet? No, nothing. This is just everything is stock, like completely stock. I'm just doing the first absolute test print. No, that's way too fast for 200 degrees. Let me try increasing the temperature a little bit because that's a bit too fast. I was not expecting this speed. Just sorry, I have. This is a stock profile. I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. I mean, it's insane. The fact that it still prints at that speed is insane to me. Makes it a whole different beast. This is like oh, I'm gonna enjoy this printer. Hey there. So the reason why you're seeing shaking is because this camera here is connected to the bed, like to the bench, via an arm, which is why it's shaking. It's not the printer. The printer is absolutely solid. Thanks for the follow, Jeremino. What am I printing? I'm currently printing just the hold on. Calibration cube for Voron. It didn't even occur to me that this might happen, that the camera might shake. Maybe if I hold it a little bit. There. See, if I hold the camera, it's much better. Just stay still for an hour. Yeah, exactly. I do believe it's under extruding just a little bit. So I have to figure out if it's... Thank you, Vincent. Slow down. This is the first time ever I want a printer to slow down. Like, this is a stock profile. Everything is stock right now. I'm sure there's a lot of things I need to set. If you're going off the comments in the config file, here are your motors. Your XY motors are 1.8 degrees LDO. Let me see. Config file. What's XY motors? Let me go through them and just see. Increase after initial setup. Those seem fine. Those seem fine. Will you be doing input shaper? Most likely I'll try it out. I need to get acquainted a bit more though. It'll take me a bit of time to adjust, but at the same time it's very familiar because it's very similar to riprap, where you can just, like the tool changer, you can adjust settings on the firmware on the fly. Maybe this is better. No, it's not. Let me see if I can increase a bit the flow rate. Just think it goes in fast. Yeah, I'm at 50% the speed it started at. Whew. I'll definitely need to calibrate the extruder just to make sure. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really excited to try, actually. Not ABS, but ASA. I have lots of ASA I can use. Yep, it's running and it's working. I just have to fine tune. I increased the extrusion or the flow by about 5%. Just to see if it prints better. You trash it outside, no, you got my full attention. The infill definitely needs better flow, or less speed at least, because it's pretty much non-existing. It's going so fast. I can't wait to like fully tune it, and hey, you never know, maybe I'll get my 15-minute benchy. Extruder. Yeah, in fact, I'm using direct Ethernet cable. I don't know. I'm gonna. But it's printing. It's working. I'm happy. Yes, I did use my iFixit kit. Just now to set the Z limit switch. I love it. I absolutely love it. Very, 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 very happy with it. Well, yeah, it is a quick string. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's printing. Let me see the settings here. Wow, okay. This was meant for ABS. Parameters are 100 millimeters a second. Oof. Infill is 125, 120. Yeah. Travel speed is 300 millimeters. Jesus. .4. Yeah, I know, but you know, if I'm doing something, I won't update. Like I had quite a bit of work to do, constantly printing, so I didn't change anything. Okay. I'm quite sure that there's pretty much no layer adhesion there. But I'm gonna let it go. Unfortunately, I cannot stop this camera from jittering because I'd have to hold it myself. I have to make sure the extruder is calibrated properly as well, that the exact length that's needed is being extruded. Just to make sure. Okay. But Vincent, yours is an Ender 3, right? So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a bed slinger. You still have that inertia of the bed. So yeah, I don't know. I doubt it could be as fast as this. Like when this is properly done. A 3D print drag race. There was a speed bench here, I believe, at Earth. Yeah, I have to say, it's been a very pleasant experience with this Voron. Very pleasant. Nice bit of kit. So Jason, if you ever release the Voron 2.4, just hit me up. Let me know. I believe the winner was... I don't know if it's the... I don't know. I could be wrong. Is it the daughter of Knack 3D? I don't know if it's his daughter. I honestly, I don't know. I hope I'm not offending anyone. Working on it. Awesome. Switch wire. Yeah, I've seen the switch wire. Well, it gives me time to learn Klipper. Maybe do a couple of videos on this as well. It's really weird because it's coming to the point. It's coming to the point where, like, I'm struggling with what kind of videos I want to make, purely because if I do something that it feels like everyone is doing everything, so I don't want to be doing something that someone else does, for a couple of reasons. One, because sometimes I believe they do it better than I do. Secondly, because I don't want people to say like I'm copying other ideas, and so it's live streams are more fun. I still have a lot of live stream to do because I have the I have a 3D printer to unbox. Forgot the name of it. I have the Ortur Laser 2 Pro to unbox. So you can definitely do some interesting live streams. Seriously. Yeah, exactly. Bob Roswig. Yeah, sure, that'll happen. Okay, I can actually close all of these. And I can close this. Actually, I want switchware for play and stream here. I'd be happy with either. It'd be awesome. It would be an absolute honor. I was just redeeming on different live stream. You would redeem the streamer to a point of money. Like, I will definitely, for example, this. I definitely will do a review of this because it's a different kind of printer. Verbeeb, thanks for the follow. Like, I do want to do a review of different things. Like, I've stopped accepting, like, traditional 3D printers because it's all the same. They're all the same. It's always the same of the same, and it's just, ugh. It's not worth spending 6 months or 4 months or 3 months doing a 3D printer review just because I like to put it through at least 500 to 1,000 hours of printing before I do a review, for someone else to do a review after what? 10 hours of prints, 100 hours of prints, and say it's the best thing ever? So no, I don't want to. It's not worth it. There's not also good clear pictures, and there isn't much info on the differences between different flavors. Yes, I mean, so with the Voron and Klipper, thanks for the 4 bits, Verbeeb. This is the first thing that crossed my mind. Like there is info, but it's everywhere. Like. And I believe I can put my noob twist on it and do what I used to do in the beginning. So the 3D tool changer. I do anything to it? Possibly. I don't know exactly what yet, but I will. Maybe it's V2 because it's twice as big. Jason, once again, thank you for the 1000 bits, buddy. Celebrate the first printing on Malta Voron 0.1. Thank you so much. So yeah, V0.1 is this mini beast right here. V2 is much bigger. I believe it has 3 Z-axis motors for the bed leveling, and it's just much more advanced. Thank you for the much. Thank you for the 2 bits for B. The switch wire is a bed slinger, so it's kind of like a Night 3 style version, but it has linear rails, and I believe it's dual extruder as well. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Bed slinger. It's a Core ZX. Interesting. I had no idea. Two different. Let me see. Let's have a look. Gallery. So let's do. So this is the switch wire. Ah, interesting. So basically, let's I know it's a Core ZX, but the Core XY of it is actually the X and the Z. So my question here is, what are the advantages of the switch wire? I don't mean to sound like an ignorant, but it and I could be completely mistaken. But why would you go through making the Core ZX? Like, what are the benefits? Because there's only so much speed you can use the Z for. It's an enclosed printer, but yeah, you can enclose any printer. What I mean is, why go through the work of doing a Core ZX? I need to do a bit more research. It's interesting, but I need to do a bit more research. Say 3D printing, thank you very much for the 6-month sub, buddy. Everything is okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, DJ Viper. I would definitely, like, personally, I'd be much more interested in the 2.4. Don't get me wrong, like, this intrigues me. The switch wire intrigues me, and I honestly need to do a bit more research. I want to see what the advantages are. Only moving the hot end on one axis and not two, but it's still the same thing, no? Like on a bed sling or on a push i3, the hot end only moves on one axis. The Mars Pro 2, nice. We're going to build a 2.4. You're going for 250, 300, or 350. Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. i3 moves hot end onto axes, X and Z, but so would this. This is still moving. The switch wire still moves on X and Z. Like, it's too crazy now. So making sources. That I can understand. You need one less motor. But once again, like, that's what I would need to understand. Someone who's never used such a printer, like, I'd really like to understand what are the benefits though. I like these discussions. Because there's still the inertia, there's still, I don't know. Seriously, I'll go through these links, Chris, that you sent me. Because it's interesting. This still amazes me at the speed it's going at. The curves and kinematics allow very fast motions on X and on the Z. Eliminate all limitations and issues you may have with a lead screw. A slightly bent or desynchronized lead screw leads to nasty patterns. That's okay. Z hops. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, see, that makes sense. I may be a donkey, but switchwire is simple, but you're not a donkey. No, but I mean, that's what it comes across as soon as you see it. The first thing I thought when I saw it was, it's an i3 with lead screw, with linear rails. But now I can see. Now it's like here. Hold on. Like this here shows you like the complexity of it. It's literally like if you take a core XY mechanism and invert it upright, and that's your Z and your X. It's a cool idea. Build all of them in review. Yes, they're doing a switch wire and also the 2.4. December for my birthday. You know, for a test print, this thing is huge. Yeah, I speak to Jason regularly. Like, he's the one that sent me the V0.1. Thanks for the bits, Really Monkey. How's it going? In MiniQ, right now I'm just doing a test print. The first test print on the Voron. I'm gonna call it the Voron Mini. Well, it's Dingleberry actually. Gonna build seriously. Thank you very much, Vincent. Thanks for the 100 bits, buddy. Dingleberry. Yes, this is out of PLA. Just as a first print. I just want to make sure that everything works fine. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is printing at 50% of the speed it was initially set to print at. But since it's the first print, I just want to make sure that works properly. Push it to the... I will. I just have to get used to it first. So first I do the sprint, then I'll make sure that I calibrate the extruder just in case and everything. Then what I might do is, well, after tuning, do a bit more research. I might install Octoprint instead of Fluid, just for the sake of seeing what the difference is. It's important for me to know. Build 2.4 and switchware, then compare all three. If I have the opportunity, I would, but I need to have the opportunity. Are you using a lot of Octoprint instances? At the moment, no. To be completely honest, I don't really use Octoprint that much, mainly because most of my printers are here that I use, and I can just get up and throw in a new one. Moonraker. Let me see what it looks like. That's fluid. Moonraker or mainsail? Sounds like this was willing to make them. Wasn't the downside of Octoprint that it can't handle the very fast print commands? I think it's just more CPU intensive. The upside is that it can take plugins. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to a certain extent, I just feel like, honestly speaking, to me, sometimes it feels like an extra hassle to have that. I just literally, it's just there. I feel like that guy on TikTok. It's just... Now, as for screens, funnily enough, funny you should mention that, because I have this. And I was going through some documentation because I want to install this. Like, it's a black screen. Like, I want to install it. I like screens. And it's tiny. Holographic display, nice. There's a VO screen from LDO. Wasn't aware of that. .9". Oh, that's so tiny. It's like a dingleberry for the dingleberry. It's Dingleberry's dingleberry. Dingle screen. It'll be dingleberryception. Hey, 3D mechanics. Water. We send it later with other stuff to Joe. Cool. I have to say, I really enjoyed the V0 build. Like, it's been such a long time since I could like do a proper build of a 3D printer, like every single piece. I think the last proper build that I did was probably the Mark III. That was the last time I built like a proper kit. And I have to say, there's there's this element of much more fun building this one. So let's search for this. LDO Voron V0 display. Oh my god, it's so cute! Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun. I do admit, when it comes to the assembly manual, there are a few things here and there that could be made clearer. Nothing major, but yeah. Stop shaking. This is, honestly speaking, that is my main thing, like why I was interested in the V0 purely as a prototyping machine. Like whenever I design something, even a simple planter pot, it'll take me a day to print one, and something like this could accelerate that quite a lot, just so I can know it's printability. Everything including wire is awesome. I mean, that's, at least that was the idea with this stream, like to cover absolutely everything. In fact, I record all these streams and I'm uploading them onto my my other YouTube channel. Actually, while we're here, let's release the first one. Hold on. I still need to do what do you call them? Chapters on it. Come on, content. Yeah, the wiring was brilliant, and it's just so easy and perfect length, and everything works, and everything. It was just awesome. So let's do part 1 and part 2. Let's set it to public. Save. Studio. It's breaks and makes life. Here, let me. I literally just released it now because I'm doing it in parts. I still have to sort of like bookmark the chapters or the steps. And I still have about 4 videos to upload, but at least they're there and people can view them. Thank you. Like, this is the Breaks and Makes Live is the only one I use for like pre-recorded live streams that I do here. If I ever intend to do a live stream on YouTube, it will be there. Just so I don't conflict the content of live streams with videos on the other one. Alright, Krusty, thank you very much for joining. Thanks, yours. I won't be here for much long either because it's almost 9 o'clock and I need to shower, and tomorrow I have gym early in the morning, and then I have more work to do and tuning this. I might do a live stream as well tomorrow. I might not. I'm not entirely sure. But this week I'll probably also do a couple of chill live streams and do some painting maybe. What do you guys think? Preferences? It's been a while since I did some painting. I have a lot of unpainted models. I have, let me show you what I have. Oops, hold on. Maybe we should paint this. I think this would be good. Photos is not here. And yes, I did print something with my, oops. Did you not see it? I printed this. Oops, wait, hold on, there you go. There. See? I designed a very special vase. I did this. So yeah, that vase is available to all my patrons and also available on my My Mini Factory store. Hey, finally available. Okay. So the vase, so it's actually, so this is like in one piece. What I simply did was I like paused the printer here and here and just switched filament. But it turned out really, really nice. I really like it. I really like the transitions as well. Fotis, you are here. We're talking about what we're going to be painting this week. So Fotis, you get to choose the palette, the color palette that I'll be using. I believe you envisioned it in red. Orange to dark orange. Red, white, and blue. Blue, excuse me. Blue. Blue purplish. I can do blue purplish. Blue. Red, white, and blue. It's America. It's America. Blue purplish will work. Green and purple could work. Green and blue would work. Green, blue, and purple would also work. grayscale. Not on this print, but yeah, I'd like to see that. That's honestly, Oris, that's something I've been wanting to do for a very, very, very long time, actually. Hold that thought. We have a few options for the black and white. So we have photos behold. Wait, hold on. We have that one we can do. There's, I mean, yes, you're going to see a lot of photos models. Chinese dragon. There's my Cobra. This is mine. I guess this is all mine. I did this. And more dragons. I have lots of resin models which still need painting. Scorched calibration cube. Yeah, I'm honestly very proud of this. Like, this is my first ever sculpt that I did, like, without, like, just me, all me, and I'm happy with it. Yes, it is. That was printed, I believe, on the Voron. Yes, the Voron mono. Okay. This is still going. This apparently still has about an hour. Danger noodle. Oh. I love watching speed. About 650. Once it's complete, got to go soonish. Yes, I need to go in about 10 minutes as well. But yes, of course, I'll do as soon as it finishes. It needs to complete. I'll tweet a picture of it, and then after that, we'll tweet a picture of the one following that, where I will spend some time playing around with it tomorrow. Because I'm quite sure it won't be perfect. It's going to be far from perfect, but it'll be half decent, I'm sure. All right. Okay, so I just build on to print super slow. Like I feel like once this is calibrated to perfection, I might reprint some parts which are not perfect. Like I've seen parts printed with this printer and they're absolutely flawless. So I definitely want to achieve that. Sorry, I keep like the size of the dragon bust. Which one? Like this one? Compared to this. Like this is 1:1. Just need to clean it up a bit. I still need to print a base, but yeah, nothing major. Just polish it up a bit. Okay, there you go. Let me... Oh wow, I won something. It's gonna ship it now. Alright guys, I am... So much for getting to... I am gonna love you and leave you guys. It's time for me to go have a shower, go to bed. It's an early day tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow I might not stream, but Wednesday I'll be back. We'll do some painting, just nice and chill. We'll do some painting, and then later on this week I might do a 3D printer unboxing, just to get that out of the way. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can see the results. And also make sure you subscribe to Breaks and Makes Live, for you might miss my face and want to go through this again. In the meantime, that is it from me guys. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy making guys.